learners, welcome to the Dronatech Arduino tutorial series. In this episode, we will discuss about how to interface push buttons with Arduino and how to control different devices with help of Arduino program and buttons. So let's get started. Learners, these are simple push buttons, and I think all of us knows the working functionality, how it works, but just to explain you guys, push button or any kind of switch works like whenever it is pressed in a particular direction, it either closes the circuits or opens the circuits. A sample push button LED circuit is here, where LED is connected with a switch and battery in series, and we all know whenever we will press the switch here, LED will glow, and when we will release the switch, LED will turn off. Now let's discuss how to connect these switches with Arduino Uno and how to program Arduino to control different devices with switch. Learners, first let's discuss how to connect a push button with Arduino Uno. So on Proteus here I am taking a Arduino Uno, a simple push button, and then I am keeping a LED here and one resistance I am putting here of 10K. I will tell you why I am putting this resistance. Let's first do the connection. So I am connecting our switch with pin number 13, LED with pin number 12, and in terminal of LED and switch I am keeping ground. So here it is, and one more ground, and it is connected with LED. Yeah. So here this 10K resistor I am using to make this particular pin pull up. Means intentionally I am setting this particular pin to a high logic using this 10K resistor and a power source. So whenever switch is unpressed, the logic on pin number 13 of Arduino will be high because it is connected to a high logic or 5V source through a 10K resistor, and when switch is pressed, low logic will appear on pin number 13 because it is directly getting connected with our ground. So whenever you are going to interface any switch or any sensor, either you have to make that pin internally pull up by providing input pull up command in Arduino program, or you have to externally make it pull up by connecting that pin to a high logic source through a 10K resistor. So learners, this is how we have to connect a switch with Arduino Uno. Now let's see the program on Arduino IDE. Learners, here I have prepared a sample program to control a LED with switch. So let's go through this code line by line. In setup I have configured pin number 13 as input because with pin number 13 we have connected a switch, and here we have to read the logic. Means input is coming from an outer source here. So that is why we are keeping or configuring this pin number 13 as input. Now there are two ways to configure the input. One is simple input and second one is input pull up. So what input pull up will do, it will enable the internal pull up resistor, and internally in Arduino pin number 13 will be connected to a high logic. Means if you are defining a pin as input pull up, then in the hardware there is no need to connect that pin with a 10K resistor and high logic. So let's remove this since we have connected our input pin with high logic to a 10K resistor. So I will be using only input, and then with pin number 12 we have connected a LED. So I have configured that pin as output. In the loop we are reading the logic on pin number 13 by command digital read and storing the value in a integer type variable, that is button val, and we are providing the if condition that if button val double is equals to high. So in circuit if you will closely monitor, button value means logic on pin number 13 will be high if switch is open, and if you will close the switch, logic on pin number 13 will be automatically low. So what we want is, when we are closing the switch, our LED should glow. Means if there is a low logic on pin number 13, then LED should glow. And if our switch is released, means if there is high logic on pin number 30, LED should remain turned off. In the way of programming, we are comparing the button valve with high logic. Means if button is released, then we are writing low logic on LED pin. Means LED should remain turned off. Else our LED should glow. Means if button valve will be low or switch is pressed, then LED should glow. So we are writing high logic on pin number 30. So let's compile this program and see the output on Proteus. So our code is compiled here. Let's go to Proteus and load that code. So here is our hex file. Let's load this. Okay. And now I am playing the circuit. So if you'll see, learners, here, the color on pin number 13 is red, means it is currently on high logic. But when I am pressing switch, if you'll see, color on pin number 13 is changing to low. Since we have programmed the Arduino like if pin number 13 is low, pin number 12 should be high. So it is resulting into the glowing LED. And if we are releasing the switch, our LED is turning off. Now learners, you must be thinking like, if we will connect this switch in a series with battery and LED, it should work the same way, right? So why we are doing this? Why we are interfacing our switch with Arduino and controlling a LED? So to explain that, here if I am keeping the switch pressed, then only LED is glowing, and if I am releasing the switch, LED is turning off. But what if I want a behavior like, if I am pressing a switch once, LED should glow till I am pressing the switch again. So let's see this behavior, how we can program. Learners, to program that behavior, our setup part is same. In the loop, I am using while statements. If you are not sure of how this while statement works, you can check out some videos on the functionality of while statement. So with these while statements, what I am instructing my Arduino is just to detect and wait for a change in logic of pin number 13. Means once logic of pin number 13 will change, means button is pressed, my LED will be on because I am writing high logic on pin number 12. And again it is waiting for a change in logic of pin number 13. Means to release the switch. Again my Arduino is waiting to detect a change on pin number 13. Means it is waiting for switch to be pressed again. And once switch is pressed, my LED will turn off. And again it is waiting to get the switch released back. And since this code is in a loop, it will be continuously executing in the same way. Let's compile this code and see the output. Our code is compiled. Let's go to the Proteus and see. So here I am playing the circuit. So learners, if you'll see here, if I am pressing the switch, LED is on, and if I am releasing the switch, LED is still on. And it will remain turned on till I am pressing this switch again. So if I am pressing this switch again, it is getting turned off, and if I am releasing the switch again, it is still turned off. And if I will press the switch again, it will turn on, and if I will press the switch once again, it will turn off. So you can play around with this switch edge or sensors and some output device through the Arduino code, or you can control different devices using the single switch or single sensor using the programming. So this was all about interfacing switches with Arduino and controlling some output devices. Learners, I hope you liked this video. Please do like, comment and share this video among your friends, and subscribe our YouTube channel to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.